us at YouTube. I have no more space because I've been recording on my platforms. But anyway, we'll go live and I'll leave it. So if you see it's alive, it's really like a recording until I can clear it out. So I hope you're okay. I missed something in this journey. In 2020, I felt like while I was fighting my nasty C, I needed to keep my mind occupied, and I dived into learning online. Right, I think people noticed that my name had changed from Live Your Life to the Lady Online, and took a course. Big up my coach, my mentor at the time, and I learned so much, and it was really like something that I was so indulged in. Anyone that knows me, my character is like, if I like something, I'm going to go into it. So I was learning about ebooks, I was learning about digital products, I was learning about affiliate marketing, I was learning everything you could think of when it comes to. But then I started to just take another course and another course. And honestly, there was a time that I was taking two courses at once, but one was just a short one, and and I would have finished on my birthday, and that was with Stormy Wellington. And I am so glad that I did that. I pushed myself to do that 1 week course, because I learned everything. When I talk about everything, when it comes to the understanding, the behind the scenes, what a click funnel and stuff like that, the terminologies, and print on demand, which is POD, and things like that. And then 2021 and 2022 and 2023, and then I don't know, I just had to, because I didn't want to lose my mind. And that's when I learned, oh, well, then I might as well just see with what I'm doing, because of course at the time TikTok was fairly new, and it was misinterpreted as well. Think, oh, it's a kids app and all of that. You're thinking, yeah, whatever. That just goes to show your mental, or you don't understand it. You're looking on because kids are doing dance routines, but really, I already knew that it was the way forward to promote anything, and also to do TikTok shop. And I loved me at TTS. So when I realized that this is what I was going to be doing, and again, give myself something to do, and then I my oh sorry, my coach at the time had another course, because there was something with the first one that he was a part with or whatever, so he had his own. And I thought, you know what, it's expensive, but because he had a payment thing where you could pay every month, I thought, well, I might as well do it, because I want to learn as much as possible, so that I had the knowledge. I didn't want to get left behind, and I just kept calculating, well, if by the time I'm 50, if I've got all this knowledge and I'm able to put it in place from now, certain things, then it can only grow, isn't it? And it was just like, okay, I told one and two people, about the course and stuff like that. Unfortunately, some people was just thinking, oh, you just want to get money and get paid. You're thinking, again, backyard mentality, but I can't force you to take it, innit? And maybe it just ain't your time, and it is what it is, isn't it? But I cracked on. I stayed focused. I did what I had to do, because, again, I knew that if I was to have my TTS and other things, eventually it would be where, yeah, okay, every penny counts, isn't it? Ain't that us just saying? They don't copyright me for that. But that was my motto. That was my thought process. And then when I learned faceless, I thought, oh, I'm about to go ham. So again, I'm glad I did, because I didn't want to rely on people around me. Neither did I want them to know that I was doing TTS, if I be honest. Um, what knowledge would you like to ask? Anything to do with online, I'll be delighted to help you. I'm not going to pronounce your name because I don't want to be rude, but if you put it in the chat, if I have an answer, or if I know it, I'll be delighted to tell you. I mean, I say in total, yeah, good about, I don't want to put money in it, but a lot of grands. Just put it that way. A lot of grands of knowledge, and I'm happy, because again, being at my age, I don't feel like I'm left. I'm more understanding now, in so many different ways. And that's why I'm able to come online, come offline, not go live, or just go live on other platforms. I don't need to be consistent anywhere, if you see my point. I just do it because I enjoy it. I've been a broadcaster since 2016, and it's something that I love doing. And probably that's the reason why, for me, my audience and people that know me and people that's followed me, they will follow me. Once I drop it in a DM, on, like, say, IG, I'll be like, hey, I'm about to start Clubhouse, or I'm about to be, on fan base. And it's just beautiful, because that's when people genuinely love you. But I've noticed a lot of people's asked me to come back onto the YouTube, and I will be coming back onto the TikTok. But it's just nice because, again, we have a good discussions. I give good story times and stuff like that, and I give knowledge. So that's what kept me focused. And then, you know, yeah, just kind of just stayed active. Just keep my mind active, if you see my point. Because another thing was, I didn't want to keep worrying about the situation that I was in, or worrying about, my mother not being here. Because, I had children. I didn't want them to be feeling that energy. I didn't want people around me to, my dad to be worrying if I'm okay and things like that. And family that knows me, they know, yeah, I will lock off to handle my business. It's just how I am. It's not impersonal. It's only personal when I started to hear, someone that I class very close to me was really speaking negativity on upon my name. And you just think, wow, I didn't even know it was like that. But again, when the truth hits, the hating, because, as they would say, let's leave that for another day. What's the key to tapping into what the viewers want? What's the key to tapping into what the viewers want? I think you have to know your audience, in the sense of, people needs to know you as a, like, as your personality. People that I personally can say they tap into watching me when I go live, um, is me, just being yourself. I don't put on a mask. I don't have no time to impress you. I'm not here for clicks and likes. Um, I've always got people say, I'll keep it real. I keep it 100. So I think that's the only advice I would say. Just be yourself, because people can see through you. People can see if you're chatting malarkey. People can see if you're taking someone else's ideas or content and trying to make it your own. Again, people can see if you're just trying to follow the crowd, monkey see, monkey do kind of thing. It's kind of draining and boring. And um, but again, it's up to you, really and truly. But I would just say be yourself. So yeah, that was one thing I did, is stayed focused, did my courses. There was a time I had to put my course on pause, and I'm glad that my coach understood, because, again, there was a lot going on. Me in and out of hospital. I mean, I've got footage. I was clearing out my other phone, and I'm in the hospital with my, tablet, iPad, notebook, um, and I'm just working. You know what I mean? Just building, because I knew that I'd come so far. There's no way I'm going to turn back, and I'm happy because here we are, 2025. And it's like, wow, I look on it and I think, imagine if I gave up, man. You know what I mean? No, I would have been so vexed with myself. And I feel like now I just give the knowledge to people. You know what I mean? People will come to me and be like, live your life, I don't understand CEO, or live your life, something and another with hashtags. But again, now you got AI. So, but again, I just love to give the knowledge. It's my way of giving back to the community, giving back to people that's getting new into it, or may have a little understanding, you know what I mean? And then I couldn't help myself this year, and I couldn't help myself. I took two more courses this year. Well, I bought two. One I did in honor of my mum, because my mother had a ministry and she wanted it to be online. And I thought, you know what? I want to do this for her. So I took DBA because of what it was offering, in the whole package thing. And I thought, you know what? I could use this to do for mum and get mum, you know, get mum's ministry out there and stuff. So that's what I've been working on quietly. And, came up with a name and logo. I'm not ready to speak about it at the moment, but I'm just letting you know. But I'm not taking any more because I refuse. I'm not doing it. I'm not doing it because nah, it's crazy. And then I did the other one I took on was just to make sure I could master the um the faceless side of it with drop shipping. Um, because again, I already do the drop shipping, but and the faceless, but I wanted to, work with this lady as well. I think for me, it's who I've worked with, who's been able to coach me. That's what's been the most buzz because, as I said already, what I mean, working and having that knowledge from Stormy Wellington has been one of the best things ever. I'm so, so, so glad that I'm able to call her name and other people, but I'm going to give it to you in dribs and drabs because some of you people, you be making me laugh when I be saying certain things, right? What else would I say? Yeah, don't overdo it though, but of course, I'm different. And I believe in, knowledge is power, and it's been an honor, since I've finished it. Um, Meaning the courses that I was doing. The ones I bought this year, they're not really, there wasn't really courses. They was just what would I call it? Because DBA for me, it was, as I said, in honor of my mum. I bought that and to support the person that I bought it from because she was new in the game. And I just thought this would be really nice to support someone who's new in the game and and honor my mother as well with it. So again, DBA is strictly to do with my mum stuff. And I've been working on it bit by bit, slowly but surely. What's yeah, sorry, slowly. Hello, hi Flip. Hello. Sorry, I didn't see you there. But yeah, so anything I will be doing lives, about digital, the online world, understanding certain things, and just help as much people really. But I need to be able to give the journey for the last 5 years because a lot of people, see me back online and it's like, oh, have you been? Oh, I heard that this, and I think, yeah, I can't do this one at a time. First of all, it's traumatic, man. I don't want to keep remembering now. I don't want to have to keep going back and forth telling you, well, this is what's happened and this is what's happened. But because I want to give you the recent one, I just thought, yeah, I went to record and there was no space, and I thought, great, marvelous, isn't it? That's all I need right now. I'm on the end of it now, and now it's like, no space. No, I've been recording and putting them on the channels. What are you talking about? But anyway, it is what it is, isn't it? I hope everyone's doing blessed. As I said, I'm not keeping them long. They're nice and short. I might do long form content when I do start broadcasting again. Um, and then that's it really, just get back into motion. So I hope everyone's blessed until then. I appreciate your love. I appreciate your support. I appreciate those who's reaching out, checking on me, whether it's through my actual online accounts or my children, because my daughter, she's come and said, blah, blah, said, they want to see if you're okay and stuff like that. And I'm really grateful for that. So when I do this last video after this is going to give you the update. But then again, I should just do it now because people say, oh, I want long term content. They're so used to me doing long term content. But I don't want to drain out no one. I don't want to drain out myself, really, if I'll be honest with you. I might just give a little snippet because, again, there is a lot. There is a few that are like, oh my God, where have you been? What's going on? I'm worried. And what happened is I literally couldn't breathe. I literally could not breathe, you guys. I go to lie down and it's like, I cannot breathe. I'm screaming in the nighttime. Open the door. I need air. I can't breathe. I can't breathe. And then my children are running down the stairs and I'm literally doing one of them there. And then ambulance are coming, and then next thing I'm wheeled out, gone to the emergency, and then I'm in hospital a couple of days. But this trip, yeah, this trip, I thought it was blinking and going Jesus time, man. I ain't even gonna lie. And then I was in the hospital for just over a week, I think, and I just said, nah, live your life. I've got to. really just focus on the heart side, because they found that my cardio um, had yeah, messed up, my rhythm, because I had already quit the 420, say about January-ish. Like I started to slow down really December, and then just take the pain relief more than the grade itself. And then I kind of made a deal with myself to say, you know what, I'm going to hang this up, because yeah, I can't, I don't want to be doing that. And they're saying, X, Y, and Z about my cardio, whatever. Of course, it's not going to match in it. So I just thought, you know what, I'm going to hang it up. And then I must have slipped. I'm going to keep it 100 about March time. I don't know. I think I was going through my mum's things, and mentally I was just like, I can't cope, man. This is a lot. And then I think I was like, okay, just one more buy, and then that's it. And then I didn't even finish it, to be honest. I'm not even trying to be funny. Like, I must have just had like two out of it, and then that was it. I was out. I was like, yeah, no, I don't want it. I don't want this. You know what I mean? I don't want this. And then yeah, that night I had no sleep at all. My children, bless them, I had to sleep in my recliner chair because I couldn't lie down. Every time I go to lie down, yeah, it's like your windpipes are cut off. I'm telling you, no joke. And then I got up the next day and I called 111, and I told them, and they sent out the ambulance people, and they was like, I was like, yeah, I don't need to go to hospital. I just need you to check, the rhythms in me rhythms. And they was like, nah, 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 don't work like that. Sorry, we're gonna have to take you in because of what was reading in it. It was really low. And I was like, but I don't want to go into the hospital, man. I'm sick of it, man. And I feel like I had a bit of PTSD, because the last time I was in there, the lady opposite me, yo, out. She had the nasty seat, out with the lights, out, gone. And they didn't draw the curtain because they didn't know. You see what I mean? They didn't know, right? So now I'm looking at this woman and I'm thinking, yo, this woman's gone to Jesus. And then that's when they run over there because she was on some machine, and the machine must have read. And then they run over and then draw the curtains. Next thing I know, the family that was out in the hallway running, and then everyone was crying. And I just thought, oh man, that is so sad. You know what I mean? And it's traumatized me. I ain't gonna lie, it's traumatized me since. But so anyway, yeah, going to the hospital now, and in there they're running their tests and everything, and they detected that my heart is not beating at, not even nowhere near it should be beating. So they was like, yeah, straight on cardiac ward you're going. And I was like, yeah, this is what I didn't want. But you know what, the only way I'm going to get better is for me to stay in here, let them do what they need to do, and then get me back correctly on my medication. Because sometimes I'll be like, oh, I forgot to take that meds. But then I would take it. But again, you know, the supplements that I was on, they are all for certain things. I'm just lucky to be alive, and I'm just grateful. And I say it like that, and I hope no one doesn't feel like I'm making a light of the matter. No, I'm not. I'm trying to really show people to look after your health 100%. And because I was always caring for other people, or caring, family matters and situations, and caring for what they've got to go through and stuff like that, I wasn't putting myself on a burner, but it was where obviously the nature in me is just to make sure everything around is fine, isn't it? But in one sense, to me, I'm thinking I'm looking after myself. But again, nah. So it's only been this year that I've literally kind of just said, nah, forget this, man. I'm not caring about nothing. It's just all me, 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 me. And that's because last year I literally went ghost on everybody, because at that time I wanted to do something that was so important for me, and it was more doing I would call it an audit, a 50 years audit of my life. I wanted to see where in my life, in my years, did it go left. And do some bereavement counseling as well, some life coaching, some mentoring. I did the whole of them. Every day was one, except on the weekends, and it didn't cost cheap either, because again, I really wanted to get an understanding of things, for myself, to make sure I had no traumas and things like that. And again, I don't have no traumas. I'm just happy to be able to speak on it so freely. There's no traumas, there's no regrets. And I just think, yeah, it's just my mum. Like, sometimes it really does hurt, but I'm getting used to it now, to where I can speak about her and not cry, you know. It is hard when someone does reach out though, because they've just had, their parent passed away. I do feel it for them, because I could just, it makes you remember, when you had to go through that. But I'm really grateful for my children around me, the people I had around me, and people I've met online as well, and they've really become really people that I will refer to as a sis, or I got love for, and they got love for me. Um, so again, big up you all the way, and it just feels good to be back and to share, what's been going on and stuff like that. But again, I'm not looking to trauma bond with no one, but my peoples that know me online, I'm not worried about the real world, because in the real world, you got people that do know, and then you got people that only know a little bit, but they're running and telling some other stories. And I just thought, I'm sick of it, because you're just lying. Like, you're talking stuff you don't know, and then you're talking stuff just to be relevant with me, and at the end of the day, it ain't like that, because I don't want to blow you up, but let's keep it sweet, innit? So last year, I just said, yeah, I'm just cutting out everybody at the moment. People that was always, want me to do something for them, but it's always, they could never do nothing for you, kind of flex in it. And I just said, yeah, I don't want people around me like that. You feel what I mean? I just didn't want it, you know. And at the time, my money was what when I was grinding and doing what I'm doing, is to pay for my mum's storage every month, is to pay for her stuff to get shipped over, and I was paying for four four different counselors every month. So I'm not going to be just giving out my money freely and loan it. No, I'm not doing it. Yeah. And it's always the ones who's got more support. They got this and that, and they 9 into 5 and everything else. But because you said no, now they want to have you up about, oh, people have the money and don't need it. You're so lucky, and I promise you in Jesus' name, you are so lucky. At that time, it was my son who said, Mum, don't even bother. Because the way how I felt at that time, you would have realized who I was. You would have understood my Los Angeles lifestyle. Because I thought you was out of line. But then again, I just left you to God. Because I just thought, yeah, when people can't manipulate you, when people can't use and abuse you, now you got to become the villain. I'll be the villain. I'll be the villain all day long, innit? And we just moved in silence, isn't it? And that was it. Moved in silence, and then just like God just start revealing people's true character, and then behind the scenes you're speaking to people in online that I've never met in real life. I've only met them online and probably spoke to them on the phone, but you don't like it, so now you go chatting like you're a news reporter about me. Hey, yo, you're stupid, that's why I don't trust no one, but you, I crying with laughter. You felt the need, and I've kept all your secrets for you. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it, man. It's all blessed, man. Don't worry about it. I really can't stop laughing now. I swear to Jesus, I start laughing. But I wish you the best, innit? And as I said before, with anybody, I'm happy for you. Stay your side of the waters. I'll see you. And it's like a yeah, love in it. Yeah, well, boy, you all right? Yeah, good in it. I cut blood. I'm not in it, in it. Because I don't need that energy around me, in it. Yeah, I don't need it. Everyone want to be like Mike. You can't be like me, no matter what. You get me? No matter what. You can never, in it. But let's move from it, man, because now I'm laughing. I'm thinking about it. I can't stop laughing, and I'm trying to do this. Yeah. because again, I'm going to send this into the private group so that people can be up to date. Because, like I said, I don't want people flying in when I'm on a live and they're like, oh my God, you're back, and start asking me 101 Dalmatian questions. Like I'm going to sit there and discuss a whole 5 years of, I wouldn't say it's all trauma, but I'm not gonna sit there and give you the privilege of asking me all these questions. No, you should have spent the time to watch the videos that I've taken the time out of my days to put together. Respectfully, innit? Right, come on. Let's be respectful around there. We're all big people, innit? And if you can watch these celebrities and whoever, whatever, yeah, then okay, then you can watch a little video for me, innit? And understand what I've been going through or what was going on, and why is it only now I'm returning, and why I'm ready to speak on certain things. You understand? Because a lot of people's on this, oh, how comes you're not married? You're such a good woman, or if you're such a good woman, however they put it together. And all of this, and I'm thinking, yo, bro, if I ever tell you that story, you wouldn't even know. Like, but I'm not trying to embarrass no one, isn't it? I'm not trying to make my children feel away. My children know the truth, and that's all that matters to me, innit? I could care less what he wants to be talking, but my children's seen the truth. They know the truth. Get me? So that's where it is right there. And with me now, I just look on it as my focus there is more on just doing what I know is right. Yeah, as long as my heart is right, I'm not bothered about nothing else. And I'm more focusing now into the cardiology side. And as I said in a video before, where life is turned for me, it's like much more of a bigger picture. I'm not bothered to speak about old foolishness and arms house and foolishness and more foolishness. I'm just glad I'm not married. How about that? I'm a divorcee. Can we keep it nice and pretty? Yeah, that's all I can say. Whew, I am so glad. I am free like a bird. Yeah, blood. That's it right there. Yeah, man. Happy Larry me. Yeah. So again, but what else would I quickly throw in on this one? Um yeah, staying focused, because family's always gonna have provocations. Family's always gonna have something going on. And I mean, whew, whew, yeah, whew, yeah, it's no joke, boy. It's no joke. But as my therapist said, yeah, just stay focused with what I'm doing, and giving back is where I'm at. And the Lord is just opening so many doors, so many opportunities, that sometimes I sit down and it's like, wow, is this what the journey was about? Um, and it's just humbling. It's really, really humbling, because warriors, like if you're a real warrior, yeah, you know that you got to go through certain things, innit? But when you complete and you become a champion, it's like, man, because when I was in the hospital and talking to some of the other women and so forth, right? Well, there was only like one lady deeply I would talk to. She was like my age. She was about 3 years older than me, and she had a heart condition because, of course, stress, life, and whatever. And we would just be talking and vibing, and like even when the nurse would be looking at me thinking, "Yeah, yeah, I can't believe you've gone through all this," in because they're looking at your medical notes, innit? And you're thinking, yeah, yeah, I'll fight that nasty sea, boy. No joke. And shout out to those who didn't make it. You know what I mean? May they rest. But I'm just grateful, and I will keep promoting, certain things to eat, certain things to check as a woman. I appreciate those who are, clicking when it on my TTS shop and buying certain things. They're detoxing, they're understanding what I've been saying. They're going on Amazon when they see the video, they're clicking, they're purchasing, they're buying the things. They're drinking the sour sap, they're drinking the sarsaparilla, they're taking certain products and stuff like that, and they're getting healthy, they're looking better, they're feeling blessed, they're coming off certain medications. again, it's my passion. It's always been my thing. I think it's definitely because as a young child, I wanted to be a doctor. I wanted to be a pediatrician. That's why I went to medical school. But my son is the one that really got me into really studying it and understanding it. And this is why to this day, they always say, he doesn't have no fat around his heart. He has no lead around his pacemaker. And they ask me all the time, what do you do? Because of course they open up children all the time and they see it, but with him they don't see it. And I just tell them ABC, 1 2 3 1 2 3 ABC. And when he was growing up, I didn't allow him to drink tap water because my knowledge from medical school, chemistry, biology, physics, yeah, lead was in water. So I had water delivered, but then people around me think, oh, she thinks she's bougie. She thinks she's bougie. Who does she think she is? How about I do it to keep my son alive? But no, ignorant people and backyard mentality and people that want to be like Mike would always have a negative instead of looking on it to ask me, why do you get water delivered? Innit? Why you don't drink tap water? Well, and I would just say, I would tell you, but no, you wouldn't do that. You would just behind my back. Oh yeah, oh someone will come to your house, see you got one. Oh, you get water delivered. Where you get that from? Oh yeah, I get it from Live Your Life, innit? She gets it, and then I get it from her. No, the person now again, another ignorant, yeah, backyard mentality. Oh, who does she think she is? What, she can't drink tap water? No, no, I can't. No, no, thank you. No, that's my son. What is your beef? What's up? Are you paying for it? No. So well, why is it ever? Why is it always a hype? And it's not my fault. You go buy water from the cases, 6 cases. Not my fault. I only would do that if the delivery, if we miscounted and we got to wait 2 3 days, then now we got to go to the shop. Exactly. But for 23 years, I got water delivered, and I just got sick of being around the energy of people like that. So it was easy for me to, oh, child, come out my life, man. I can't be bothered. And anybody knows me now, I'll cut you out my life as if to say I'm a nut in you now. I can't help it. It's part of my bloodline. We do that for fun, man. Get off my line. Get out my life, man. I'm not interested. Yeah, if it's not mutual love, but yet still you want to be faking it. My mum always told me certain people, but at that time I'm thinking, nah, man, them people's got love for me. She's like, okay, you'll see. And then I gradually started to see certain little plays, and I thought, well, mum was right, man. But I'm not talking about the ones who tries to say, well, I bought you a Kit Kat when you needed it. Yeah, let's not do that. Let's not do that. But anyhow, people, this is a long one. It's 30 minutes, just over. And I love you all. I will be back soon. I'm just moving around because, as you know, I had to be moved downstairs, my content room anyway. And then I gave my content room to my son, so now he's got his studio. And that happened while I was in the hospital, and everything got bunged in because, again, I want to declutter. This is the year of me decluttering, and I've been doing it from, bit by bit, but now I'm on the final, so that my layout would just be once I wake up, and then I, do what I do in the morning, and then I'll go into the living room, and then I can go live and sort out what I'm sorting out. Got a couple admin things for my mum, so I'll be able to, go live and like kill two birds with one stone kind of thing and get back on track. So until then, I'm gonna love you and leave you. Big up yourselves. Don't let nobody stress you out, and don't forget to live your life. All right. Stay blessed.